Hello and welcome. My name is Abraham Zamora with Pass Notary, and in this video we're going to talk about the 3 things you need to know before you get any legal document notarized. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing you need to know is whether you're working with a reputable notary. One of the things I would ask your notary before you start doing any business with them is, number 1, if they're licensed and bonded, and to show you proof of their notary certificate. I, as a notary, always carry my notary certificate around because it's a way of authenticizing the notary. It's a form of credibility. That way you know you're working with an actual notary and not someone who's not licensed anymore. Number 2 is realize how much you're being charged. Now, in California, by law, the most a notary can charge is $10 per notarized signature. Now, that's if you're going to their location. If you find a notary that's trying to charge you more than $10 if you're heading into their location per notarized signature, then that notary is charging you too much, and more than likely will tell you whether that notary is being honest or not. Now, that's different if that notary goes to you, because a notary has a right to now charge travel fees if they're heading to, say, if you need them to go to the hospital or to a jail to get something notarized, maybe your business or your home. Well, then there might be an additional expense or compensation because of the travel and the time. Just keep in mind the most a notary can legally charge for every notarized signature. Knowing this will save you money in case you run across a notary that's charging you more than they should. And the third thing is to make sure that the document is being notarized properly. You see, in 2008, California changed a couple things around and changed the wording in the actual notary portion of the legal wording. And a lot of companies, a lot of documents since 2008 have not updated that legal notary wording. And as a result, a lot of notaries, and there's a lot of good notaries out there, don't get me wrong, but some of the newer ones just don't realize that once you run across a document that doesn't have the proper notary wording, an acknowledgement needs to be attached to the back of that document. Otherwise, technically, that document will not legally be notarized. And I'll have an example of that on the screen here and below on my blog to show you how it should look like, but essentially it shouldn't say personally known to me anymore, and it should read proved to me by satisfactory evidence. Those are the words you're looking for. If your document doesn't have that, make sure your notary attaches a loose acknowledgement to that document, because again, we want to make sure that it gets notarized properly, because if this document is going to be sent somewhere and it's not notarized correctly, guess what? That's going to be sent back. Then you're going to have to track that notary down. Maybe you can't find them. You have to hire another notary, and that's going to waste your time, your money, and it's going to probably frustrate you. So those are the 3 things you need to look out for before you notarize anything. Make sure you're working with a professional who's licensed, bonded, and has had a background check. Number 2, make sure they're not overcharging you. And 3, make sure they're notarizing the documents with the proper notary wording. As always, I've been a notary for the last 15 years, and I can help you with any questions you may have. Anything further, please give me a call back at 951-723-7254, or you can always email me at info@passnotary.com, and I'd be more than happy to give you any free advice or help you answer any questions you may have. As always, have a super fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon.